respected principal, vice principal, honorable judges, teachers, and all the fellow Hartians. My name is Harnoor Singh Dhillon, and I am against the topic. The education pattern during the pandemic time has given a new face to the educational system cosmically. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refugee in adversity. It is the most powerful weapon that has the capability to turn the world upside down. The COVID 19 pandemic has given a new face to the education system. But as it is said, that all the changes are not good, so is the change in the education system. The new online based education system is biased in all possible ways, from providing education to all to actually benefiting the students studying on online platforms. The new education system is based on an assumption that every child has access to a smartphone and a proper internet connection. But this is not the case. In today's world, where right to education is ensured to all the children, the concept of online education is totally irrelevant and does not seem to be promising. According to a survey conducted by UNESCO, half of the total learners, nearly 826 million students kept out of the classroom by the COVID 19 pandemic, do not have access to a household computer or a smartphone, and nearly 706 million have no internet connection at a time when digitally based distance learning is used to ensure educational continuity in the majority of countries. In our country itself, where 68.8% of the total population lives on $2, that is rupees 147 per day. 73 million people live under extreme poverty. 55,669 villages do not have access to mobile network, and 700 million people have no access to internet. The new education system seems absolutely unfitting. In India, the price of the cheapest smartphone ranges from rupees 4,500 to 5,000, and that of the net packages ranges far more, which is unaffordable for the children belonging to economically weaker families. According to a recent report published by World Data Speed Monitoring Platform Ookla, India ranks at 129th position in the list of 138 countries in terms of data speed, where such a huge number of students do not have means to attend online classes. Those who have access to them suffer due to low internet connectivity. The increasing trend in internet usage has also raised many concerns among educational experts, including those at UNESCO and UNICEF. According to a statement issued by UNICEF, the internet exposure puts children at a risk of online sexual abuse and cybercrime. With technology and internet usage on rise, there is more room for cybercrime now. According to Pawan Dugal, a cyber law expert and Supreme Court advocate, there is much as 500% increase in cyber crimes since March, and most of the attacks are below the radar. Irrespective of the technology available, classroom study is the clear winner. No amount of virtual learning can match the environment that one gets in the classroom. Studies suggest that children learn better through face to face interactions, and group studies also help in developing communication skills. Moreover, classroom learning helps teaching self discipline to children and also does not involve any distractions as in virtual learning. Also, it is difficult for children to study in a lonely and isolated environment where they get no hand to help them and no useful guidance to improve themselves. They are all at their own. Thus, new education system is just a temporary solution, not a substitute to the traditional education system. Thank you.
Thank you, Harnoor. Now I request both the teams to spend 5 minutes to jot down their points of defense.
You have you got a column for rebuttal?
Rebuttal system.
No, make one more column.
Okay.
Rebuttal also you have to
Right.
write it. One column you can just take how they are arguing it out. One more column. That also should get out of the pen. Rebuttal.
So total will be 60.
Total will be out of 60.
Yes.
Total will be out of 60.
But then if you add up 10 more, then it becomes.
Then it will be 60.
That's
Yeah.
no problem.
Always a debate to rebuttal. Actually, in a debate, rebuttal is the key. How you are reasoning it down.
Someone is trying to enter with a different name, sister. Should we allow them to enter?
Now, who is this one?
Maybe this or something, sister. No idea.
No, we don't know them.
Okay.
We don't admit them. Don't admit because they can create chaos.
Right. I'll remove it.
Don't think. They should have their proper ID.
Now I request the speakers of the two teams to select one number.
Saisha, this time you select.
One. I request the judges to pick up the chits.
But they didn't have anything.
Have it now, sister.
Number 2. I request team 2 to come up with the points of defense.
As my opponent said, there are. She said that everybody, it is the new technology era. So can you please justify how come this new technology era is coping up well with the online classes? Because we can see even in this meeting there were technical issues. We were not able to hear properly what your teammate was speaking. So how can we hear the teachers properly?
Okay, so basically you are saying when you taught during online classes, you face problem that you are not able to hear the teachers.
I'm
right?
not talking about myself. I'm talking about
Yeah, you're talking
everybody.
about
Like
everyone, yeah,
yes.
on an average, right? So first of all, to answer the question that it is a technology era, we know that today almost everything has been shifted to internet, right? And pandemic COVID-19 was something that our country or the other countries were not prepared for. But when this happened, our education system was collapsing and everything. So the UNESCO and all the governments of the country decided that online education will help to save the education system from collapsing and not deprive us of the knowledge. So according to me, it was a sudden shift. So you can't say that the starting months were difficult. Yes, I realized they were difficult because it was just a sudden change. But now, even in the remote areas, the government is putting all the funds there to just increase the internet connection and everything. And the thing that you're talking about, that how my teammate, right, you were not able to hear him clearly. So I guess you're forgetting about the other 8 or 9 students whose connection was clear. Yes, he might be the one who's facing problems, but the government is setting up towers so that there is increased internet connectivity. So you just can't say it's the era of technology and the government isn't doing anything and there is no internet connection. There was a problem in internet connection, but that is being overcome by the governments. So we just
No,
have
it is not
make
being
this
overcome
education-
by the government. The government is putting its funds in the COVID-19 all this
Relief
thing, and
function.
yes, and there is nothing going for this. Many poor people, even in my area, there are many poor people, and many more areas there are poor people who have no access to the smartphones or computer or anything. They even don't have books to study. So how is this online class beneficial?
First of all, let us just talk about the poor people and everything. Some of the students study in government schools, right? The private, just let us just say that the private schools have the facility. The government schools don't, right? So about the government schools, first of all, government schools are provided with books. Yes, they are. They have their own books.
Not during this pandemic. If the students go to the school only, then they will get the books. Outside the school, nobody is asking.
So you
The
are saying that
government
the
isn't
government
doing
has not
anything. There is
provided.
a total government failure. Government isn't doing anything in this pandemic situation. Then why is the stake for it is the duty of the government, and the stake of the children is the studies at the stake of the children. Studies at the stake of the children.
So you're saying government is not doing anything. So let me just make you aware about what the government is doing. The Educational Research and Training Department, that is our government, the funds are being put in the COVID-19 healthcare center. Yes, they are being put. But that's the major news right now. You are not aware about that there are 7,100 towers more that have been built up during this pandemic. And the Educational Research and Training Department has decided
There
to
is a
provide
tower near
class.
my home. It is not working since I don't know how many months. There are many
Well, the
towers which
connection
have
is
just been placed, but they are not working. There is no proper internet connection. You can see Jammu and Kashmir. There, the terrorism rate has now become lower, but still the 4G has not been restored.
4G.
There is
First of all,
only 2G working here. How will the
First of all,
students here work?
Okay, so the towers have been installed. You can't say that there is no connection. If there's not connection in your place, that doesn't mean that the whole India is facing this problem.
I am not
And
saying my
it's
place.
not
There will
just
be
about
many
the problem.
places like this. There will be
is-
many places like
It
this.
is not just that the smartphones have been provided with educational knowledge.
Hanoor and
First
Saisha,
of
your
all,
time is over. Only 5 minutes will be given for one question. Team 1, come up with your points of defense.
the opposing team said that environment is important. Then why is that the success rate of children in online classes is more than the offline classes?
The success rate is actually far less. Children are not studying properly. They are using ill practices to come up with the
Internet.
answers. They can just copy down any answer from the internet sources, and nobody is watching them. There is no guidance given here. There is no teacher to see if the student is is he actually giving the answers
Sincere or
honestly or
not.
not.
Okay,
There
so
is
you
no
are saying that
sincerity.
you're saying that the marks that the children are getting is just because of the cheating and the fraudulent practices that are being done, right?
Mostly, yes.
Maybe they are really studying and you are just being paranoid that they are not and they're cheating.
No, we
Maybe
are talking.
it's very
No.
convenient for them. Maybe it's very convenient for that person and they are concentrating and they are studying and they are getting marks, but you are just being paranoid and saying that no, it's because of cheating.
Concentrating by turning off their videos and going to have a burger outside. That is called concentration. Having burgers in the
Well-
McDonald's, sitting there and turning off the video in their online classes. That is concentration.
So you're basically saying most of the children go out to eat McDonald's during an online class.
What they do, their household works, they sleep, they have their enjoyment sleep, they enjoy, they play. There is no evidence that the student is studying, but there is evidence
And-
he or she closes the video, turns off his audio.
And yet he gets marks.
And
moreover-
maybe that person is really concentrating and studying. Maybe they do study.
Moreover, for a
Might get
student,
marks.
to study concentrately in an online class, the student must be self-disciplined. What about students who are in 5th, 6th, 7th standard? They don't know how to study. They need somebody to guide them. They cannot.
First of
Phone
all, there are parents at home during this time.
Parents
They have
go
to
for
guide it,
work
but I
also.
also
What
have-
about parents go for work?
It is
also.
work from home. It is
Parents
work
are not
from
all.
Go
for the
outside.
business-
Bank
for the
officers
business
have to
people,
go
you have to
outside.
go outside.
Doctors, police officers, all the parents have to go outside for work. They cannot every
But they
time
do
send.
not isolate their
First of all,
children
when you-
alone at the home. Their
First of
needs
all,
come
first of all,
back
when you
at
say,
home.
first of
I
all,
could
when you're
not.
saying about the cheating,
Wait, Saisha, I could not hear what Ashmit was saying.
They do not isolate their children in their homes. They do return back from their work. Then also they can instruct them.
What
They
about
don't know
those-
what is being taught in
about
the
the cheating?
classroom.
Let us just see about the part about
Every
the cheating.
online class
Then
is
that
not
again
recorded.
is the-
Every online class is
Every-
not recorded. children,
And there are
the parents
thousands and there are
sometimes do not
thousands
know
of
what
And the
methods.
actually is
parents
going
need to
on
be
in the
aware
child's
to
class.
concentrate on their
apps available. There are apps available from which you
There
can
are
There are
record
apps
apps
your
which
available.
can
A
help.
fourth standard child will know that this app is available. I will now
Of
first
course,
record.
the child
Will he
will know
record
the
or
technology
concentrate?
is so advanced.
Today,
No,
the
some
primary
of them
students
are not
are
aware
aware
internet.
about the
Wait,
technology.
wait.
Secondly, when you speak about cheating, let me make the point clear about cheating. First of all, you're saying that they are cheating and everything. So let me just ask you some basic point. You are saying that they're cheating. To stop the practices of cheating, because yes, you can't say that there is no cheating in offline and online classes. There are malpractices. I agree with you. Okay. But my point is, when during the tests and everything, the teachers are using the best methods that is possible and entrusting the student not to cheat. Even when the government and the teachers and the schools are making so many methods just because they don't cheat, and yet the students are so determined to cheat and obtain marks. I guess it's time that we stop questioning our education system and start questioning the morals of our students.
Your time is
The
over.
moral of the student has to be
Hanoor,
taught
your
by
time
the
is
education
over, Hanoor.
system and
Hanoor.
the.
Hanoor, see, you said the lectures, there are no, the lectures aren't recorded. So
Livni,
Wait.
Livni,
I was I was
Livni,
stopped for the time. I was speaking.
guys, the
I was
time is
speaking.
over.
I was
Guys,
stopped
the
for the
time
time.
is over.
your 5 minutes are over.
Now, when you debate, please do not overtake each other. Okay? Respect each other. Give time to speak. I know you have got so much of idea bulbing out, but please be careful.
Yes.
But are you giving 5 minutes for the inverted marks? Only give 2 minutes. So how many questions you are allowed? And 25 minutes to go for debate. I have to go at 12. No. Already 11:10.
Team
5
two.
questions, 25 minutes will go, no?
2 questions are already done. 2 are over.
Team 2, come up with your points.
What about the health issues of the students? What are the health issues they are facing? So much health issues. What about that? Online classes have deteriorated so much health of the students. What about that?
Okay. So first of all, everyone is aware about the fact that averagely, I don't have a statistics, but let's be practical. Average a child, let us just take about the teenager part, that they are facing the problem, right? Each of them use phones at least 6 to 7 hours daily, and that cannot be denied. When online class was not prevailing, it has been, just a minute, let me complete my point, then you say. It has been that the social media was used more: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and all other things, YouTube, Netflix. It is being used right now as well. I don't deny the fact. But I guess if we are trying to replace that time with the time that children are studying online, so I guess that is more beneficial rather than just, making them always going social and online and everything. It's better it has been replaced with studying. And for the health issue that you are saying, first of all, it's about the eyes and everything. So the lenses that protect the UV rays from the phones to affect the child's eyes have been provided from, not right now, but from 3 to 4 years. And before you say they're expensive, they are not. I am wearing one of them. They're not expensive. Yes.
And what about the cervical and back pains?
It may not be
one student.
expensive for you. I am saying it may not be expensive for you, but it might be expensive for many of the ones. Okay. And see, if a child goes to the school, like a school starts at 8 a.m. in the morning, okay, and he or she might have to go from his home by 6 or 7 at this time to reach school on time. 3:30 he has to come back. The school is over. After 3:30, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, he has to go home. Okay. To get up early in the morning, he will have to sleep by 10 or 11. At the time, when he comes home, he has to be with his parents. Parents are there to guide him. He watches television. which is less harmful than mobile rays. Okay, the rays of television are less harmful. He has to complete his homework. He has to go for tuition classes. And comparing the online classes usage of mobile phone and the offline classes usage of mobile phone, it is very less.
Well, first of all,
And
you're saying that
in
the
wait.
phone-
In online, no, ek minute. In online classes, we have to even clear our doubts on phone. We have to watch videos again and again on
Video.
phone, which affects the eyesight very, very, very much.
Okay, so first of all, you said that it is just because the lenses are affordable for me that you are saying, I'm saying these are not expensive. But first of all, I guess just spending 150 rupees, like for zero lens. That
Somebody
is
who
UV
earns
protected,
only
that is
100, only earns 200 rupees per day. How will he buy
Yes,
150 rupees
So
lens?
first of all,
Lens for the
38.8% of people in India, those who have their income less than 92 rupees. What about those? We are talking cosmic here, not
less than
individually.
92 rupees. First of all, the labor
Yes.
income has been fixed to 500 per day. That was the government that has fixed.
Labor
for
income has
500
been
per day.
Government
fixed.
has not
The
done
farmers
anything
are
till
not
now.
getting their MSP
Farmers.
properly now.
Well, they are protesting
Labor
right now.
incomes,
So I guess for the
Your time
farmers,
is
we can't say
over.
because government is yet to make
labor
decision.
income,
But
the
Your
but
time
government
is
is not
over.
yet making
say,
decision. The government is not yet making decision. They are just standing there.
I
The
cannot
government
tell
is
you
doing
about the
nothing.
farmers because the farmers' decision has been made right now, but the labor income has been fixed to 500.
No,
But
there
sorry,
are,
Aisha,
there
are
are
just because
laborers.
the
There
government
are
has
laborers
released
here
Aisha,
who
Arnav,
work every day.
Team 1, come up with your points.
You are saying that offline classes make a student more self-disciplined. How?
There
because
are teachers.
while
One
studying
person,
offline, student knows that he has a fixed routine to go to school at 8 a.m. and return back. Then he knows he has to change, he has to study, fixed time for study and a fixed time for sleep in order to get early in the morning. While in case of online, we have to sit in front of our mobile phone for long hours, and the rays have even affected our sleeping pattern, due to which many students face issues. We have
Like
a fixed
headaches,
timetable
body
in
aches.
case. Yes, which make it difficult for another day to study as well. Not only one day,
And
but the
today, if
next day
I
to
say
come.
my mother that Mama, I am studying, instead I'm playing games, she will think I am studying. So she will not come to interfere between my study. In the school, there are teachers who stand in front of us who see that are we studying or not. So there is proper guidance in the school. A child is taught properly, and teachers are more like they teach us more than our parents, because every
Deeply
day we
than our
go to
parents.
school, and every day teachers teach us more than our parents. We spend more time with teachers than our parents. A child who is in LKG, he will have to learn good manners only from the teachers. If teachers won't teach him, he will not learn good manners. And if parents will also teach good manners. Okay, in online classes, parents will teach good manners, but parents have to go out for work. What will they do?
Now let me
And
just
moreover,
answer for the
a
self.
child,
And in this pandemic, nobody will keep a nanny because COVID-19 situation. They don't want COVID-19 to come. And everybody
Okay, so
can't
first of
afford
all,
to
now
keep the
about the
nanny inside the home.
self-discipline
They have
point.
no money for
Anup,
that,
I have
keeping
heard
nanny
your
inside
point.
the
Now
home.
just listen to mine. Yeah, right. Let us just go apart from the nannies. Okay, so you are saying about the self-discipline, right?
Yes.
yes,
Yes. So first of all, when we talk about, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. First, when we speak about self-discipline itself says self. That means
That has
discipline
to be
comes
taught.
from us.
That has to be
Now,
taught. A
just
person
listen.
should know what is self-discipline. First of all, discipline should be taught. Then only a person can.
Can you listen to my point, please? Yes.
Yeah. Speak.
So, first of all, on online classes, no one is looking over your shoulder to tell you to go study. No. Parents will, of course, tell you once or twice that study, but they have their work to do, right? No one is there to make you, ask questions to the teachers during that point, or, just when teachers interact with us, you can say, give responses. No one is there to just push you to that do it. The motivation to study and do all that things come within from yourselves. So it is something that we call active learning that has been seen majorly during this time, and the responsibility of the student of his studies is solely dependent on him. In short, what I'm trying to say is your success depends upon you. And when it is about the child, right? Like, of course, we teenagers, like 7 to 8 standard, we have that sense of responsibility that we have to study. Let us just talk about the lower classes, like LKG, UKG, first, second, third, right? I just want to question you this much, that during this COVID-19, will the parents, like, are the parents leaving their child, particularly at home, with no one around and going to jobs?
Yes, my parents are doing so. They have to work.
Mine,
You are a
mine
grown
as
up.
well.
I don't think so.
Are you in
Any
KG?
person
There are many students
I
like
think
this.
so none of you are an
they
LKG student.
lock themselves up in the
Are you in
classroom or in
KG?
the house. I don't
But
think
human
anyone
mind-
is doing that this time.
Human mind does growth.
Human
time.
mind gets distracted while you are watching, studying, your class is going on. Your mind will always say you to do something else which it likes. You
And
might
there is
be
no
watching
activity
video
of
of
the
the
period. It is
Offline class,
passive
because
learning.
suppose that every
It
5
is
time
minutes
is
in
over.
45 minutes class, a child loses his
Ashmit,
concentration.
please stop. Ashmit, please stop. The time is over.
Group 1, come up with your points.
I just asked my question. It's their time to ask us.
Mention that.
This is the last question.
Okay.
What about the cyber crimes taking place?
Yes, for that. Okay. The cyber crimes, the basic, according to the Cybercrime Security of India, which cyber crimes are taking place. Let me just complete it, then you do your point. Okay? First of all, unauthorized access, false accusation, vandalism, identity theft, virus attack, phishing, e-commerce frauds. Okay, and then sending fraudulent links which exploit people online, and those links that are mainly seen on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So I just searched, when you just said about this point, I have searched my this particular thing. Cyber crimes have increased, yes, but they have not increased due to online classes. Education does not play a part in it. It is the social networking and the more usage of WhatsApp, Instagram, and everything that plays a major part in it. Online learning has not increased cyber crimes, and it is a fact that I've seen right now. Online education
Online
has not
classes might
increased.
have not increased the
Well, there's
rate
a
of
point.
this,
Well, there's a
but
point.
a
We are just
student,
talking
but
about the
a
online
student is
education. We are
using.
not talking about the social networking here. You just agreed
But-
with me right
But
now.
the
That
students
is what I was
don't
trying to
wait.
say.
Wait. I am
You
just
are
wait. Let me complete it. You cannot say one statement. I am
One
agreeing to you.
person at
Okay.
a time,
You,
please.
you did not let me complete. So let me complete
Yes,
first.
do.
You are saying that with online classes, the cyber crime has not increased at a very much rate. Okay. A student is using or a child is using phone while searching for his doubts. He gets to know many links. There are many ads coming on the Google also. Okay, when you search for anything
Yes.
or any doubt, there
Browser.
are ads which come. They lead to many links, and there are many practices taking place. And a student who is in his adolescence, there is infatuation taking place. He has the curiosity to know more, to evolve more. So when he has the phone in hand, there is nobody to guide him. He has the phone in hand. So he will just find a moment and just open the link and just try to explore more. So this is taking place just because of online classes. If he goes to the school, he has no mobile phone in his hand. He will only study there. Here he has the phone in hand. He will try to open new links. Or if a mother or a father or anybody is not near him, if the teacher has just said 5 minutes early, she just said, okay, class over, he will have that 5 minutes. He will have those 5 minutes, and he will just search for many more things to explore more, because
Okay, I
a
got your
child
topic.
is curious.
Okay. Now, can I answer to that question? First of all, you're saying that when you open Google, there are many apps that are popping up right now in front of you, and the child is curious to open in front of them. First of all, my point was that education, the online education, it has not increased cybercrime. You agree to it. The thing is that when people search, ads
In
are popping
online
up.
education, it is not
When
taught
they
that
went
you do
to school-
cybercrime, but in
you
online
take
education,
any,
you have phone, which leads to this thing.
You had
Hello,
phone when online
about the
education
ads.
was not provided. That time also
About the
cybercrimes were taking place. That time ads were popping up.
Pardon?
That time they were
Pardon?
curious. I'm saying,
Could you please
when
repeat
went
it?
to offline, when you went to offline classes, you had your phone. If you have some doubt, sometimes it happens that you are at home and you cannot clear it from the teacher because they're busy or something. Then you search, opt Google, right? Just have some other resources to search. Secondly, that time also ads are getting opened up. That time also the
About
child can be curious. That time they have phones. That time
But-
they get
But there was
links.
less
It is
rate.
not
There
because
was
of
less rate.
education.
Now many
Because-
more have come up with
because
this trend.
Let
But
me tell you
in
about
case
the
of traditional offline schooling,
So,
in
about
case
the
of offline classes, most of the students were deprived of a mobile phone, which has saved them. Now those students are also given an exposure to those kind of things.
Okay, so
time
you're
is
saying
over.
that the exposure, that is why cybercrime has increased. It was before, but
Saisha,
you are the
time
one who
over.
agreed right now that education
Saisha,
is
time over.
That was an interactive event. Now I request Avineet to come up with the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. I am Avineet from Standard 12, and I am here to thank all the participants for their enlightening views and cordial sharing. Special thanks to our principal, Sister Molly Chirian, the worthy judges, Sister Celia and Miss Seema, and all the viewers for listening patiently. A big thanks to the teachers who were behind the curtains for the success of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, children. You have done well. Are you happy?
Thank you, sister.
Yes,
sister.
sister. And innovative, your
Are you
sister.
happy? There is.
Yes, sister.
Yes,
चीटिंग वाला पॉइंट सुबह बोला था ना कि मैं बोलूंगी
All of
कोई
you-
टॉपिक सामने नहीं आया cheating
Dear
को
children,
कर दिया।
all of you spoke
Avineet.
very well. All of you spoke very well. And judgment
Thank you,
is
miss.
really going to be very tough for us.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
miss.
All the
Thank
best. All the best.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, miss.
I know you
Great day.
want
Thank
to
you,
say
miss.
Congratulations to each one of you.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sister.
And
Thank
you
you.
want to say so many more things too, don't you?
Yes.
You have many more points to discuss.
Yes, sister, we do.
We
Yes,
foresee, we
Yes,
would foresee
sister.
great lawyers and judges amongst you. All the best.
Thank you,
Thank
miss.
you, miss.
Thank you.
We may ask them to leave. You may leave the meeting. Wish you a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Care,
you,
miss.
teacher.
Have a great day, miss.
Thank you so much, beta. You can handle.
Just 1 hour only, no?
We have